Hi, boys and girls. We are going to read a fantasy story today. That's what genre it is. And remember, a fantasy story has different characters in it that are made up, and there are things in a fantasy story that cannot happen in real life. We are going to also be thinking about in Unit 5, Week 1, our big question of the week, which is how can we classify and categorize things? Think about that as how we can take different things and put them into special groups. And you're going to be reading about these really cute farm animals and how they sort hats. One of the things I also want you to think about as you're reading the story, see if you can be a detective and find those different words that have the AR sound, like star with an AR. The word star has an AR in it. So we are going to be reading A Barn Full of Hats. Look at all of those cute characters on that farm. One day, 4 farm animals found a box in the barn. They opened it up. What was inside? Hats, hats, and more hats. Think about, what could those farm animals do with hats? What kind of hats could they be? Think about being a good reader and asking yourself those questions. Look at all those hats. Who wants one? Asked Hen. I do, cried Horse. It's smart to wear a hat. A hat will keep the sun out of my eyes. Hen stuck her head in the box. She pulled out a flat, round hat. Try this hat, Hen told Horse. No, that hat is too flat, said Horse. A flat hat makes a good nest, clucked Hen. So she took the hat and she marched away. We've talked a lot in math about shapes and their different attributes. So you could think about this hat was flat and round. That's a way that we could sort some hats might be flat and round. Pig pushed his head in the box. Pig pulled out a bright red hat. Put on this hat, Pig told Horse. No, that hat is too red, said Horse. A red hat looks fine, grunted Pig. So he put on the hat and marched away. We could also sort different things by what attribute? The hat was red. We could sort things by color. Cat poked her head in the box. She pulled out a thick yarn hat. Try this hat, Cat told Horse. No, that hat is too thick, said Horse. Thick yarn is nice, said Cat. I will take the whole hat apart so I can play with the yarn. She dragged the hat away. So many hats, but none for me, sighed Horse. Just then, Farmer Clark came into the barn. His hat was large and floppy. If only I had that hat, said Horse. That hat will shade my eyes. Horse grabbed the hat in his teeth. Farmer Clark laughed. He put the hat on Horse. It stayed on with no trouble. It fits well, Farmer Clark said. Horse trotted to the barnyard. Clip, clop. He held his head high. Yes, this is the hat for me, said Horse. Think about all the different hats you might have at your house, and maybe today you could wear your favorite hat all day long. I hope you enjoyed this story.